Just went out for a run for about almost an hour. The reason why I did that was I was watching some videos, some informative but kind of there were some dark thoughts that were shared. Well, it was visions, but it put down my mood a little bit. It was addicting, so I kept digging in. I kept looking at this. I kept feeding that pain body in my mind. And I don't know if those truths were, well, those statements were true. What was being shown was true. But I saw it that way. I saw it as a dark standpoint. And so I was fighting a little bit here. And I felt that was toxic. It was addicting. Maybe it will lead to something good. I don't know. But I knew that what I needed was to get out of my head. And the best way to do that is to get in your body. Well, it's certainly a good way to get out of your head. And I had an my friend Jonas, he's a very inspiring guy. He's younger than me. He's like 3 years younger than me. First thing he said was, are you the guy who shower people with compliments? Because that's apparently what I said in one of my videos. I think with whatever. We became friends, and he's just this really positive guy who has he told me on the phone today, we were talking, he's always asking me questions. He's such a curious person. He's always asking me questions. And when we're about to hang up, he's always like, hey Fred, I just want to ask you one more thing. Maybe he wants to learn and stuff like that, pick brains, but he always is looking for a funny story, or can't you tell me that story over again? And he's always so curious, and he wants something to laugh about. Sometimes I say things that he calls me up on the phone days later, and he said, you have no idea how much I laughed at that story you told me, or that thought that you had. I'm walking around just laughing at work because of what you said. And he told me on the phone today that, I don't think I have felt bad for myself in 7 or 8 years. This was after I was talking about the role of the victim role that we step into, that can be really addicting, like a spiral that we go into, where reality just keeps getting darker and darker, and yet you don't know how to stop. That's the victim spiral. And I was talking a little bit about that, and he said, you know what, Fred? I don't think I've felt bad for myself in 7 or 8 years. And I actually believe him, at least. I'm doing this. I look scary with those dark. But now you know that I have normal eyes. Alright. That really reminded me that today that I had to go for a run again. Get out of my head. Reality just looks so much better when you're out there moving. When you think the world is a dark place or a bad place, or reality in general, it's probably the mind. I think it certainly is the mind, creating interpretations about what something means to you, whether it's good or bad. It tends to get dark when you're in your head for too long. If you're in the role of the victim, then just know that you don't have to be there. If you're suffering, you don't have to suffer. At least you can make the best out of it. The best way you should always consider to get into your body and out of your head. In the head is a tool to navigate and orient yourself in the three-dimensional world, but it does a very bad job at telling you who you are and what is bad and what is good. So if you're suffering, at least move. and just get that shit taken care of. And be mindful about what you put in your body. And after that, you can tell me how depressed you are. But before that, make sure to move, get out of your head. You can start with walking. Even if you have a physical disability, there's always a way to move, to get out of your head. So I'm making these videos because I need to remind myself as well to do this. I'm getting better at it, but this video is for me as well. Peace.